This is the Boston Celtics news feed on CLNS Radio. Today is Friday, February 24th, 2017. This is Mike Walsh reporting for CLNS Radio, the leading online provider of audiovisual coverage for the Boston Celtics. After being unable to pull the trigger on any deals whatsoever at the trade deadline, the same Boston Celtics that entered the All-Star break will exit it Friday night. Boston sits in the number 2 spot in the Eastern Conference following the season's week-long intermission, and were pushed to 3.5 games back with Cleveland's win over New York last night. Boston is still 2 games ahead of the Washington Wizards. The Celtics were engaged in trade talks throughout the week, and things really heated up Thursday morning into the early afternoon, particularly with Larry Bird and the Indiana Pacers. Indiana star Paul George wound up Boston's primary target, but even after introducing the 2017 Nets pick into the conversation, the two sides could not meet on terms by the 3 p.m. deadline. While teams chasing the Celtics added pieces to improve their chances of getting to a conference finals and competing with the Cavaliers, Boston stood pat. Of the deadline, Ainge told reporters, quote, "Ultimately, we had a lot of conversations, but nothing that was good enough to deal. We won't put a ceiling on this team, but we haven't seen the best of this team. Our whole team hasn't been intact for many games. We put a lot of time and thought into this. We like what we have, we like our position, and we like our future a lot. We're trying to upgrade our team, but it's a delicate balance of short-term goals and long-term goals," end quote. The Wizards picked up Bojan Bogdanovic from Brooklyn, and the Hawks grabbed Ersan Ilyasova from Philadelphia. The Raptors made moves to bring in Serge Ibaka and PJ Tucker. Potential buyout candidate Andrew Bogut was dealt to Philadelphia in a Nerlens Noel deal. If he enters the free agent market, the Celtics will have an opportunity to bid on his services as a rim protector and rebounder, but so will the first-place Cavaliers. Boston will have an immediate taste of what their post-break competition looks like as they travel north to visit Toronto tonight. Ibaka will make his Raptors debut, though it was still unclear if Tucker would be available after just being dealt Thursday afternoon. Ibaka was averaging 15.1 points, 6.8 rebounds, and 1.6 blocks per game in Orlando this season. Toronto, which lost 3 of 4 entering the break, also expects to get injured power forward Patrick Patterson back after missing 6 games with a knee injury. On the Celtics side, Jaylen Brown is fully expected to return from a brief absence dealing with a hip injury. He missed the 3 games leading into the break. Gerald Green missed practice Thursday with a heel injury and is a game-time decision Friday night. The bigger story here is Avery Bradley and his potential return from a nagging Achilles injury. Boston's starting 2-guard participated in parts of Thursday's practice and told Brad Stevens he felt good, but denied speaking to the media that day. He has played just once in the last 21 games, with soreness being the major factor in his recovery. As of 11 a.m. Friday, Bradley said he'd like to try to play tonight, but it is ultimately up to the Celtics medical staff, according to the team's official Twitter feed. Elsewhere in the league, the Philadelphia 76ers, who moved Nerlens Noel to Dallas at the trade deadline, announced that rookie number 1 overall pick Ben Simmons was packing it in for the season. Simmons will not play at all in his first professional year, according to Jake Fisher of Sports Illustrated. A CT scan revealed that his broken foot had not fully healed, and the 76ers will hold him out for the remainder of 2017. The Celtics visit the Toronto Raptors tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern on ESPN. Stay tuned to Celtics Newsfeed on CLNS Radio after the game for our post-game recap. This report was presented by ZipRecruiter. Find candidates in any city or industry nationwide. Just post once and watch your qualified candidates roll in. Post jobs on ZipRecruiter for free by going to ZipRecruiter.com/sportsfan. That's ZipRecruiter.com/sportsfan. To stay up to speed on the 17-time world champions, follow CLNSradio.com on Twitter at CLNS Radio, and be sure to subscribe to the Celtics newsfeed both on iTunes and Stitcher, as well as the CLNS Radio mobile podcast app. This has been Mike Walsh for Celtics Newsfeed.